Hello, welcome. It is the 17th day of July 2019. My name is Derek, and like always, all bets, trades, and of the like within each his own risk and their own reward. But this is mainly talking about another channel on YouTube, which is really to say that I'm fascinated by it would be by, in large terms, an understatement. We're going to start off here by inserting a horizontal ray around 9,300. And the person at which I am referring to is named Samantha Jane. I'll put a link in the more information box. This is one video. This is long. If you thought I did long videos, she's got a lot of good information. 1 hour, 48 minutes. Is this woo woo kind of stuff? Well, I guess whichever term you want to describe it, well, that's up to you. But with some of the shit she's been saying over, well, since I guess since she's been doing her channel, although I haven't really seen any of her older stuff pre 2019, but she has content on about a weekly basis. Here, she'll put a little bit. It's all basically cryptocurrency related, and mediums, psychics. Some people have it, some people don't. Does she have it? My reads on it is there's something phenomenal with a lot of the stuff that she's saying. And one of the stuff she was mentioning back in here, before it even came down to this point, was that Bitcoin was going to go down to 9,300. It sounded from what she was saying it would be a pierce above. It obviously right now is a pierce below, whatever. And then from that point on, I mean, this would be the start of it, the rally. Magnificent. The early start of the altcoin move, from a lot of what she's saying here, I guess it might be starting now. But August is when it's going to really get into the main event situation. That's still going to be a few weeks to go along the way. One of the things I find interesting and when I say interesting, what I'm hoping for, rooting for, cheering for, is that a complete monetary collapse ain't happening anytime soon. And when I say soon, I mean in the next several many hundreds of days. So, not this year, not next year, 2021. We're still going to be doing the same old thing. Prices might be going up and such, but no full blown collapse seems to be coming. And for me as a trader, the more days I can get trading back and forth before that event happens, the better off for me it would be. Now, by no means I'm saying, oh, this is a bottom at 9,300. And even if it isn't, oh, if you get one wrong, oh, okay. Like I've never been wrong before, and that's what makes it very interesting because yeah, like I've never been wrong. Of course, I've been wrong several times before, and I've been right several times as well. But one thing that I've always been an advocate of is trying to find people to tail. What do you if you don't know what tail means? That means copy. Really follow. I mean, who kicks ass? I mean, it's like back in the days in school. Oh, you copy off of somebody who's kicking ass in the class. It'd be so easy. Of course, a couple reasons why you're not going to do that then is because one, you get caught. You're gonna well, obviously, that's no brainer. And of course, you want to, in the learning situation, be able to get it done. But for me, it's goes to reading the people and within her, just watching her go through and trying to read her emotions, try to read her persuasion, how she's reacting, any type of genuineness within her. It's coming off so strong that I mean the fascination and which I'm having with what she is saying again is very large, and that's an understatement again. Last week she did mention something about Bitcoin dominance, where she got like she was a lot of times with what she talks about. She's literally going through her envisionments, her readings, if you will, live at it, and you're actually so just sometimes like when well, I'll throw that aside, but you're seeing her actually do it at that moment. And I should have wrote this down. I should have wrote down, and I can always rewatch it, and it might even be respoken again in future videos. But she did mention Bitcoin dominance going down. Yeah, it's going to go down, and it's going to go down significantly, well below this 52. Let's just bring some more data terms in here. Below this four, I think it was 33, and these numbers are a couple whatever basis points lower. So I mean, obviously the number you want to go with when within that would be the one on coin market cap, I would presume. But yeah, a lot of it is in talk of charts going very, very large. Now, she has two different names to indicate some of her plays. One is called the Q Labs, which sounds like it's like her top list. And I don't really know what her entire list is. I don't know. I think I got an idea of what some of them are. And then you have a thing called the Funny Bunnies, as she calls it, which is like sort of like that would be like my Go Chain kind of deal. Just something you're really just it's funny playing around with, and something that's got probably some potential for extreme gains along the way, but most certainly the risk is a lot within it. So as far as some of these coins, which one am I playing because of such Cardano? That she's expecting big things with Cardano. Cosmos, she said she liked. Bitcoin Cash, one of her predictions is Bitcoin Cash will be worth more than Bitcoin. And I'm kind of wondering what's the first cryptocurrency? And now I bet this if I was to make a bet, okay, what's the first crypto? It'd be Bitcoin Cash. But and when I say that, I basically mean by market cap, of course. But within this, they pretty much have the same coin, so it's the same there. However, it's at 0.0307, so it's got to do like a 33x gain to get to one. But uh, will that be the first one? That since like she didn't say it would be the first one, she just said that in time, Bitcoin Cash will be worth more than Bitcoin. Uh, DGB, she's believing to sell this coin, but she's expecting a rally to come within them first. But she's not a big fan of DGB. Ethereum Classic, she expects is going to is going to hang in there. It's going to hang in there. That's the sounds of it. GoChain, I actually sent a comment in one of the videos. She replied back to me, and I talked to her about GoChain, and her reaction from it was actually pretty good. So I'm actually okay. I'm going to keep going on with the strategy amongst it. Nothing on Grosscoin or Komodo. She's expecting Litecoin to go to $800 in this next run higher this year. And it's funny because she's not too excited about Litecoin because it's like, oh, what? And at the $100 price, an 8x move. And she's looking on the Q Labs ones to be like 10x plus moves. Neo she likes, Qdom she likes. Theta she doesn't really say too much about that one. That's more of the White Dove selection. Lumen and Ripple, she's a big, big fan of Ripple. So then let's move this on to gold. It's because that's where the $5,000 prediction is coming from. And this, oh, gold's starting to break out. What's going on here? This is sweet. This is like new stuff here because it wasn't looking like this an hour ago. Yeah, yeah, like oh wow, sweet, nice move. I'm gonna check out silver here. Was silver following suit? Gold's up 1.2. Let's find silver in here. 2.2 now, up to 16. Okay. All right then. So yeah, so the talk here is that gold is gonna go to what sounds like in the area of $5,000, which is I mean it says 1,423 right now. I got key Fibonacci at 1522, and then I got a on the way there number at 1670. Previous high comes in at 1920. And my next key Fibonacci level is going up at 2842. And a pierce above 4200 would be about 5000. Now that would make sense if it's going to go to a double barrel move, that's the area That would have a nice. That would be a pretty strong pierce too. But and I forget really how I calculated, but it would have been via Fibonacci. That's a guarantee. And I actually have it recorded on how I did it earlier, which I'm probably not, definitely not going to watch because I don't usually watch my own videos. You watch my videos more than I do, obviously. Okay, therefore, I mean, that would just be an extravagantly holy shit, what is going on to happen so fast? Because the one thing I could never predict is a move from 1500 to 4500, a 3x move, could ever take place in less than 16 months. Let alone that we've just passed the halfway point of 2019, or about 180 days to go. The amount of 10% flips over and over to get there is it would just be a strong number. Now, a lot of this is the Deutsche Bank House of Cards falling, and well, now this is what made it really interesting when I seen the YouTube video come up. Let me just find the video on the internet. I'm not finding it right now. I will. But this is one from 7 days ago. Deutsche Bank investigated trouble ahead. Deutsche Bank fall would cause global catastrophe. It says right here from 6 days ago. Thunderstorms seen from space. I want to see this. This is 25 minutes ago. This would be pretty cool to see, but I'm not just going to search to see if I can get it now. Here we have 6 days ago. Deutsche Bank investigated trouble ahead. Peter Schiff sounds gold warning. Still haven't found the video I'm looking for, though. We got Deutsche Bank mass firings first domino in global downturn. Again, though, that's not the video. And I just found it. I just did a search for RT America Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank's house is on fire. Now that is where it gets very interesting, just on the whole wording of it. Because the house and the fire, and that's the vision in which that was given within Samantha here, is like the house falling, collapsing on the Deutsche Bank side, which is what makes it sound even like more interesting and why I'm even really, really intrigued with any information that she has to share. But that will be it. And again, more information box. I'll provide a link to the YouTube channel. Bye bye.